Also, today is the deadline for briefs to be sent to the U.S. Supreme Court for Virginia's redistricting efforts. It comes after the state Supreme Court struck down the approved referendum last week. Now, the NAACP is issuing what's called an amicus brief in support of redistricting. 10 on your side's Michael Rinker has more.
The Virginia chapter of the NAACP, alongside the Advancement Project, believe that if Virginia's redistricting efforts remain shot down in court, it will result in massive voter disenfranchisement. That's why they filed this briefing to the U.S. Supreme Court. Virginia Democrats continue to call on the nation's highest court to step in and overturn the Virginia Supreme Court ruling that has shut down redistricting in the Commonwealth. Monday, Virginia Attorney General Jay Jones filed an emergency appeal saying the court overruled the will of the people. At the center of the argument is the process of presenting the redistricting referendum to voters. The state court ruled the legislature improperly began the process of placing the amendment on the ballot after early voting had begun in Virginia's general election last fall. It's a move this amicus brief describes as unprecedented, and this ruling is a violation of due process, saying, quote, "The Virginia General Assembly comply with state and federal law in passing the redistricting referendum measure and presenting it to voters." Virginia voters spoke loud and clear in April's special election. The will of the people should be respected and their ballots should not be thrown out. The brief calls on the Supreme Court to step in and stop what would void an election where voters, quote, "were acting in a sovereign capacity," with the president of the NAACP Virginia chapter saying, "They lost, now they're crying foul to try to undo what the people decided." Virginia voters spoke clearly last month, and we will fight every attempt to overturn their voice. We will not allow our voices to be silenced at the ballot box. Now, there is speculation that the U.S. Supreme Court will not get involved on this matter because it was a state issue involving the state constitution, and there was a ruling already made by the Virginia Supreme Court. You can follow the latest details on this over on wavy.com. In Portsmouth, Michael Rinker, 10 on your side.